Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Joel. How you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you. We're back.
I know, we're back. I'm so excited to see you. It brightens up this gloomy Friday.
Is it gloomy there? It's like bright and sunny here. Oops.
Don't rub it in.
I'm just going to laugh.
How is it out there? How is everything in the desert?
It's fantastic. It's a little toasty right now, but that's okay. It's the desert, I can't complain.
Is toasty like over 100?
We hit over 100 last week, I believe, actually. But you know what? It's actually not bad. Man-made AC and a pool. So what more do you need?
You don't have to go far,
Really don't. Like, I mean, yeah, like a 30-second walk. I think I can manage.
I can't wait to visit.
It's going to be so cool. So congratulations are in order for you and your series, The Madams.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. We have just been awarded another award from the Venice Shorts Festival, and The Madams was chosen for the best web series / TV pilot series.
Wait, is it a TV pilot?
It is made for TV. It's a series. So, but right now, obviously, we have it as a web series, but it was kind of the same category.
Okay, I'm like, fingers crossed. That'd be so great if it got picked up. That would be.
I know, it would be amazing.
That's so awesome. And then we can all sit back and be like, we knew you win, and then you don't talk to us, and you just kind of like don't make eye contact, and walk around with chinchilla and the big glasses and weaves and everything. Yeah, it'll be just so different.
That'll never happen. I will always hang out with you in the gym. And it's on recording, so.
I was literally just going to say that. Like, it is taped. We're done. Yeah, good to go. Okay, this was a great episode. Bye, everybody. No.
Yeah, you can hold me to it.
That's fantastic. So we've been gone for a couple of weeks. Everybody's had crazy schedules, but we are back, and we are, of course, live because
that's the only way to do it.
And we're suckers, so we're just saying, let's just do this live. So we're going to have a great episode today. Very excited for today's guest.
Yes.
I let you do the intros.
Okay, Brian Fife, CEO of Easy Alfred and powered by Local Links. Are you with us?
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, bright and early.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's actually 10:04. This is not that early. Like before we go live, we always chat beforehand, and it's like, it's not that early. I've already had an 8:30 meeting. I've been up since 6:15, walked the pup. Like, come on. I'm on my third cup of coffee. Let's do this. Yeah.
Too much coffee. No such thing.
It's also just a good day because we closed escrow on a house today. So
hey.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, more congrats to my clients. But yeah. It's a very bittersweet thing for me. Sorry, I don't mean to like ramble about this, but I helped them with leasing a house, and is how I met them. And then they bought this house, and now we've sold it, and now they're moving on to this next chapter in their life. And so it's like, and they're like some of the nicest people in the world. So it's like very bittersweet to see this,
You've evolved with them.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You've evolved with them. You've grown with them.
Well, and I got to watch them raise a family and grow their family. And so it's like, it's very bittersweet. And they're just like some of the nicest people in the world. So it's good.
Nice.
But enough about that. So Brian, tell us, Easy Alfred, powered by Local Links.
Yes. Easy Alfred, powered by Local Links. I mean, when you put it into its full context, what we're really doing is finding a new way to connect local business services, whether it be on the travel side with Easy Alfred, where we're focused on working with vacation rentals and boutique hotels, providing people visiting the beautiful South Bay as where we're starting, getting connected to local services, the things that aren't as easy to find. It's easy to find a product online, but it's not as simple to find a service, because it's much like a matchmaking process. You need to find the right one. And whether it's, as I said, on that travel side, or as I've always felt, this is necessary, much like a mullet, it needs the party in the back and the business in the front. We also have our Local Links Connect, which is where we have our networking with businesses, local businesses all over the country, but many here in the South Bay. Come and join us every week at our Adapt and Thrive Mastermind Network. To now, we're also using the Local Links Connects process, as we do with Easy Alfred, to connect business services and other personal services, because why not, to people that are tired of searching and just want to get connected.
Now, I will say, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I just have to ask, explain the name behind Easy Alfred. Give me the origin story, because I just have to know.
So Easy Alfred, we kept thinking of different names. I was brainstorming with my brand manager, Johnny, late 2019, I think it was. And we kept trying to think of things that were related to like a concierge or a butler, and we thought of Alfred, Batman, and then we kept coming up with trying to come up with ways to make it flow, and we kept thinking of rest easy and just relaxing, and so Easy Alfred came to fruition, and I hope that it becomes a butler of sorts for those, the connector of sorts, we want to make it easy. I'm a firm believer, I don't know about you, but I get so fed up when I try to reach some company and they have no real human customer service. And you're just sitting there going, human, please give me a human.
Representative.
Yes, 0000000. And so we're really seeking to kind of find a middle ground between this pendulum that the world lives on, where we seem to swing one way wildly this way and one way wildly that way. With technology, we've almost attempted to eliminate human customer service, and I'm hoping our goal is to make it more of a human meets tech hybrid service. So there's ways which we can automate that will be better, but I want those automations to be about elevating the human customer service, making it easier for someone to talk to people and gather what they need, and then allow the technology to expedite the process.
See, I think that's really cool, because I want to go back to what you said. 'Cause like, say you're looking for something online, whether it's, I don't know, a pair of shoes, where to have dinner, or say you need to buy a weed whacker, or you're looking for something for your lawn, or your house or whatever, is you spiral down this rabbit hole where the next thing you know, you're like, okay, I can read a review about this weed whacker over here, or these pairs of shoes here, or this thing here. And then somebody's going to call everything differently. So it's just kind of these crazy scenarios where I know I've done it. I have spiraled down the rabbit hole very fast, because if I'm looking for something, I want reviews. But then you find all the reviews and your head explodes. It's just mind blowing.
Well, and not only that, but Joel, I mean, reviews are inherently inaccurate. I mean, some versions of someone's 5-star versus someone else's 4-star and 3-star. People that are like, I never give 5-star unless it's absolutely perfect. Well, what do you define as absolutely perfect? Every person has a different version of that. But if you asked a friend, if you called around and just said, hey, would you recommend, where could I get a weed whacker, or where could I get a pair of shoes? You'd ask your friends to recommend something, not ask them for their 5-star, 4-star, 3-star version of a review.
And most people don't even post anything online unless they're annoyed.
Oh yeah, complaint zone only.
Are either madly in love or you absolutely vehemently.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's not your favorite place that you're necessarily. Yeah, you may do it, but you're not like, that's not the thing you're going to, because you're enjoying yourself. You're there to have fun. You're not thinking about your online review that you're going to put up later on, because that's the part of a great service, is you lose yourself in it and you stop thinking about going on your phone and reviewing on a Yelp or Google or something like that. You just enjoy what it is. And then later on, if you remember it, and that's the struggle that I think a lot of businesses find, is that reviews are great, except for more often than not, they're in inclement or extreme situations.
Yeah, I think that, pretty much.
Exactly. So walk us through, like, working with a business. What does it look like? How do you specifically get involved and help them?
So, so to put it in context, we're a firm believer in the power partner model, and that phrase has kind of evolved, and I now hear so many different people use it. And I've been using it for about the last 8 years, and what I'll say is that we seek to partner up as an advocate for the businesses. We're evaluating and vetting the businesses that we are working on based on their recommendations from friends, family, colleagues, people in the community. We do look to reviews as a way to at least kind of base, but our goal is actually to ultimately, in the long run, eliminate the 5-star review and move to a thumbs up or thumbs down, like you see on Netflix, like you see in several other places. And so our venture really starts with getting to know the business first. And then as we bring them on as a power partner, our goal is essentially much like a traditional lead generation meets concierge. If anybody has worked in corporate sales, there's levels to how a sale happens, and you go about. Essentially, we learn about the business, we get to know them, we get a bunch of data in our app or in our service where we can compare and contrast to what, say, Meredith may be looking for from a catering order in the South Bay. We want to find out what it is she's looking for, whether it be family friendly or say a moon. What did you call it?
Anniversary.
Yeah, mooniversary, right?
Year moon.
Yeah. Either way, we want to gather what that joie de vie, what you're looking for, and compare and contrast to what is the standard that business provides, and then compare then also on budget, goals, timeline, and then really pair the business by actually handing off that information, the what it is you're looking for, and asking the business to review it before we then submit that to the guest. So the guest on our app finds the service type they're wanting, the timeline they're looking for, the budget they have, and then, like we said, the goals. And then we send that off to a series of probably 3 to 5 businesses for them to evaluate and say, yes, I'd be a great fit for this. At which point, then we submit the top 2 to our guest, our consumer, and they're able to pick from not just our evaluation, but the evaluation of the of the business. So the business has said, hey, we reviewed what you need. We think we'd recommend X, Y, and Z. And then so you as a customer really get a chance to not just go scouring through reviews, as Joel had said, but actually see what the business would recommend about your particular service needs, and ultimately connect at a higher level.
Cool. We've got a couple questions from the audience.
Oh, wow. All right.
Does geography matter from Art for introduction for power partners?
So it's not always the case. We are looking at local business as a concept is not always just I'm local to you. If the service is not necessary to be physically on location, we do have several services. We have a service member on the B2B side that is doing things like business service, marketing and advertising. And those business services can be anywhere, but we do want the business to have knowledge of either the key demographic or the key information that's necessary to that business, such as like their genre. Local is kind of a broad word, and it's all about finding what it is that's applicable to the business's needs or the consumer's needs. Mm-hmm. But now that said, obviously a photographer or someone that has to physically be there, then yes, geography matters. And so we try to factor in that in all of our pairings. If it's necessary, then geography will matter. But if it's more about just the right style and the right brand identities coming together, then geography is unlimited.
So when it comes to local business, like the best thing that is, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sounds like the best way that it enables or helps a local business is that it's really kind of like you're doing a matchmaking service to kind of give people the option of companies to choose, as well as the company to choose what kind of clients fit them. So it's not just people saying, hey, I know somebody who can come weed whack your lawn. It's like, you're going to call a gardener and be like, I don't do that. But I know somebody who does, so it's kind of, it's real more of an in-depth matchmaking on both sides.
Well, and that's why we're trying to really take and bring back the human meets tech, right? Because there's things that we can build and are building that are all about identifying those key terms, much like SEO. We're taking that approach meets the kind of instinct and understanding of a good conversation. I can talk to Joel and gather further what he's looking for based on the phrasing you use, and also just, the conversation we have and the feel of any good conversation. You begin to understand a person more, and then be able to say, hey, I know a great business for Joel to get that weed whacker. He's a lovely guy, and he can help Joel out to clear out his beautiful new desert house's lawn.
We don't have lawn, but if we did, yeah.
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 Well, there you go. So that next lawn.
Yeah. And how does what kind of businesses are you looking to get involved or work with, or kind of lay it out for us? How can we help?
So primarily, we are forever, being that we're launching here in the South Bay, our goal is to continue to build up our recommended South Bay business listings. We've got about 50 different businesses. Of those, I think about 45 are in the South Bay. And we want to just continue to get things like fun and adventure. To be frank, that's been our hardest one to find over the last year, because they were greatly impacted by the coronavirus. So we really are seeking more fun and adventure businesses as we emerge, because we know people are ready to get back out there, even if we can do it in the safe way possible. We really want to have fun out in this beautiful Southern California environment. Always looking for more food and beverage. We're really looking on the food and beverage side to find the secondary sources of revenue that businesses may not have been able to tackle, like catering, personal chef, personal bartending. We want to open up. I've always been a huge advocate of giving restaurants and other food and beverage businesses a second and third source of revenue. And so if you are a caterer, or you're a restaurant that has catering, if you're a restaurant that has a bar and you're able to do personal bartending, reach out to us and let us know. We would love to get you on our platform to connect to those people that may just want to have a small gathering at their short-term rental, or even in their house, as we emerge into this world where we're beginning to have hugs again, which I so am greatly looking forward to. I miss hugs so much.
So since obviously this is LAX Coastal Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously a member. How has
Sure.
the membership been with you? How was your involvement with them? Tell us about that.
I watched an episode of your show, actually the Joel Vendette episode last night. And I am with your statement that you made in that show, the cult of LAX Coastal, the cult of Chambers. I met Kelly in 2000, I believe the beginning of 2019, and I immediately just loved LAX Coastal, joined them and haven't looked back, and have just, even if I can't get to the events every week, I love getting their notices. Hey, where you at? Or, just Kelly will call me and be like, hey, we're just checking in. And it's like, oh, it's so wonderful that they just take that time to reach out to us.
They're just good people.
I agree. Chad and Christina, and yeah, it's great.
And that just reminds me, Chad, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Chad.
So yeah, shout out to Chad. Yeah.
Oh, we've got to sing at the end.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Excellent.
get that part.
Ah.
So I think we're at the time where this is where I love to just sit back and watch this part. So are we ready?
Drum roll, please. Okay, Brian, welcome to the rapid fire round of Binge Live. Are you ready? You have 3 seconds to answer the following questions. Okay, here we go. What is your favorite local hangout?
Barnacles.
What is your spirit animal?
Probably a little potbelly pig.
Love that. What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Live octopus.
Oh, I can't even think about that. Okay. Your life is a sitcom. What is the name of your show?
Oh, this is me.
Lovely. Okay, tell us a fun fact about yourself.
I have had, I've gone to the hospital at least every 2 years of my life because I'm a terrible klutz or random injuries. I've had everything from stitches wherever you can find them to, what is it? To kidney stones. I'm an insurance nightmare.
Well, that leads me to my next question. Maybe one of these things led you to the hospital. Would you rather bungee jump or jump out of a plane?
Oh, I've totally jumped out of a plane, and it's a bungee jumping is still on my list, although my wife hates that.
It's too scary. What is your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon? Ooh, I am not a Pokemon person, but pass. I have no clue.
Maybe you're a Yu-Gi-Oh person. Okay.
Yeah.
If you
Sure.
won $1 million today, what would you buy?
I would buy a commune in Costa Rica.
Ooh, sweet. And would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to speak to animals?
Ooh. I really like languages, so I would go with languages.
And what is the best advice, business or life, or you could do both, that you've ever been given?
Probably one of my mentors told me once that the life of an entrepreneur will be an up and down. One moment it will be the best moment of your life, and the next moment will be holy crap. But don't worry, because the next moment will be the best moment of your life, and then the moment after that will be holy crap. So you just got to ride the wave.
I love it. Great job, Brian. Great job.
Thank you.
You made it through.
I love the rapid fire because I have no idea what she's going to ask.
I watched that last night and I'm like, oh my God, if she asked me what my top 2 songs are, because I think that was what she asked you. And I'm a music, like I have like somewhere over 10,000 songs on Spotify.
What would your top 2 songs be?
No, I've been racking my mind for like the last, like, since I watched it at like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock this morning before I went to bed. And I'm like, what do I say to that? And I'm like going through my song list, like, I mean, I like some Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I mean, that really, I couldn't do it. I could not think of a top 2. It's like if someone was it, like a High Fidelity or Island Top 5 type of thing, I'd rack my brain for hours, days, probably.
Oh, no, like go-to morning jam like Joel does?
It varies by the quarter of the year, and depending on let's see. Currently, I've been listening to Judah and the Lion, and it's "Beautiful Anyway" has been my top song for probably the last like 3 months.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew I would have stumped you at some point.
So, Brian, as we start coming to the end here, what is the best way for people to get a hold of you and learn more about Easy Alfred and local links?
Yeah. So for everything, if you are a business, join us every week at Adapt and Thrive. Joel has been there, Meredith has been there, and we are a unique mastermind style networking event held every Thursday at 4:30. Takes about an hour to an hour and a half, but we've got a wonderful group of regulars and new people who come by every week and mastermind success. I'm a firm believer that ships rise together, and it's better to serve, not sell. And so our whole mastermind is about bringing people together to think of solutions for problems that we're facing as local businesses. And you can go to adapt.locallinks.online and register for multiple weeks, or say you're all in and join us on our weekly. We'll send you a weekly calendar invite. Either way, you can find us on easyalfred.com or locallinks.online. For Easy Alfred, we're looking for vacation rental and boutique hotels in the South Bay and Los Angeles, and honestly, worldwide. We're starting, let's start with nationwide. Nationwide, and the most amount of homes or hotels that we get will launch in new areas as we expand this business and hopefully bring a human and tech hybrid way of connecting local businesses to the world. And you can register for our apps now for those that are, in the business world, or if you're just looking for business services and local services in the South Bay, join us by registering on our app, app.locallinks.online. And you can use the code LOCALBIZ, all one word, all lowercase. I think it might be put in the chat. I don't know. But that can be a great chance for you to stop searching and just simply get connected with whatever local service, whether it be a business service or a personal service like spa and luxury services. We've got some great health-based services on there, food and beverages. We've got some great caterers and personal bartenders. You can always reach us there and on all of our social channels, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Awesome. That's all.
It's so good to see you, Joel and Meredith. You guys, I feel like the last year and half, I've gotten to know each of you in different ways. I know Meredith, you were involved in our SEO bootcamp, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And Joel has been, we've had many a Zoom calls, but even before the pandemic, actually hung out in person.
Wacky times.
It was wacky times.
Well, thank you so much for being up so early, apparently.
Yes, well, I got up early for you, Joel. I really did.
So,
thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Reach out. You know where to find him. Reach out and support Easy Alfred and local links. Remember to follow and like the LAX Coastal Chamber page to stay up to date on all of the amazing virtual events that they've got going on. And we hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Ah, yes. Happy Mother's Day, Jan Fife.
Okay. To all the mothers out there.
Yes.
And happy Mamacita Day, Gabby Barantes.
Love it.
My wife.
You got to do a shout out.
Exactly.
All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we will see you next time.
See you next time. Bye. Dun, dun, dun.